Tonight at 5, millions of Wisconsinites will benefit from federal student loan forgiveness, but that relief will be taxed by the state. How much you could owe.
Plus, school starts in just a few days, but some area school districts are still looking to fill more than 100 positions. How leaders are working to fix the issue.
And excitement is building as the Badgers prepare for the first football game of the season, but you may notice a few changes at Camp Randall. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Well, if you're going to receive student loan forgiveness funds from the government, get ready to pay taxes on it.
Those who qualify for the $10,000 in relief funds will pay an average of $530.
And if you qualify for $20,000, you could owe $1,100 or more in state taxes.
So if you're already in debt, why do you have to pay money for that debt to be forgiven? Our Will Keneally is here to explain. Will?
So for this, we're talking about taxes at the state level, not federal taxes. And the state can choose to tax a variety of things it considers income. That can be anything from money earned through investment to, in this case, debt forgiveness. Most states follow the lead of the federal government, which isn't taxing this kind of debt forgiveness. But Wisconsin is one of 13 states that will tax it, costing $530 for a borrower who has $10 grand in loan debt. Jared Walczak of the National Nonprofit Tax Foundation says it's still worth it, though.
On the whole, this is a good deal for someone who has debt relief. If you get $10,000 worth of debt relief and you owe $530 in state taxes, still a pretty good deal, but you need to realize it's coming.
So Wisconsin could change course and allow the debt to be forgiven but it needs to update its tax laws first. The legislature is not likely to come back in session before the end of this year and would need to move forward quickly to get it done next year. We'll have more on the possible changes and what you need to know coming up at 6.
All right, we'll see you at 6, Will. Thank you. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti is on the weather patio. It is a beautiful evening out there, Gary.
I don't think you can get much better than this, Susan. Skies are sunny. We've got a little bit of a breeze blowing. The humidity levels are down. Just perfect weather. In fact, the live view from the WISC Skycam shows how clear it is. There's not a cloud in the sky looking off toward the east, and visible cloud track shows almost no clouds across the state. There were a few up in northeastern Wisconsin earlier today, moved across Door County, and even those are gone now as dry weather builds in from the west. And Doppler track, not a drop of rain anywhere across the state. Dew point temperatures have come down as well. Right now, the dew point 50 in Madison, that's low for this time of year. Even some places in the upper 40s. That could lead to slightly cooler conditions for tonight. Current temperatures are about as nice as they could be. Mid-70s to the lower 80s. Lone Rock right now at 81, Milwaukee at 80, but Madison's at 76 degrees and across Dane County, 79 in Edgerton, 77 degrees in Sauk City, and 76 degrees in Sun Prairie. Look for mostly clear skies for this evening. Temperatures will fall from the middle 70s down to the middle 60s by late evening. The dry weather will continue until further notice. There's only one chance of rain I have in the extended forecast. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. A second person has been arrested in connection to a deadly shooting that happened near Warner Park last month. Madison police arrested a 22-year-old woman yesterday around 4:30 p.m. on Moraine View Drive. She faces potential charges of party to a crime of homicide and obstructing. The charges stem from a July 22nd shooting that left 18-year-old LaRon Bynum of Milwaukee dead. Earlier this month, Akil Lowe of Fitchburg was arrested in Ohio and charged with 5 felony charges, including first-degree intentional homicide. We'll take a good look at this picture. Madison police are looking for this man who they say used a gun to try to rob a Quick Trip. Earlier this month, officers were sent to the Quick Trip in the 4400 block of Buckeye Road August 18th after an employee called 911 about a man who had entered the store and demanded money. The clerk refused, and that's when the man threatened her, implying he had a gun. The suspect left after the clerk called for help. Anyone with information on the incident is urged to call Madison Area Crime Stoppers. That number at the bottom of your screen.
Well, in less than 2 days, some of Madison's 27,000 students will walk into class for the first time this school year, and a substitute may greet them.
And that's because the district still has more than 100 teacher openings tonight, but will more than $2 million from the state announced today help cut down those numbers? McKenna Alexander takes a look. McKenna?
Now, just this afternoon, a district spokesman gave me an update on the number of teacher openings in MMSD. Right now, it's at 134. At one of Madison's many elementary schools today, Governor Evers announced he is directing tens of millions in federal funds to help districts like Madison fill some of those openings.
to make sure our kids can bring their best selves to school every day while also assisting our schools to have the resources they need to do what's best for our kids.
Of the $90 million announced by Evers on Tuesday, $75 million goes to districts on a per-pupil basis, equating to nearly $100 extra per student in each school district in the state. The rest will help provide mental health services in schools. All of the money comes from ARPA dollars, something Evers says is necessary to getting our students back on track.
Every kid deserves to have access to high-quality public education from early childhood to our university and technical college systems, regardless of where their zip code is.
Of these $75 million, MMSD will receive $2.4 million, second only to Milwaukee Public Schools.
We must invest in education. It is really and truly our #1 national security defense.
Verona will receive just over $500,000, Beloit close to $600,000, and Janesville at $841,000. Republicans pushed back against the spending, calling it an election year gimmick. Evers' opponent Tim Michels said Tuesday, no amount of federal COVID aid can paper over Evers' record of denying parents' rights, refusing to reopen schools, while criticizing election standards. It's true, the money won't fix MMSD's shortfall immediately, but Superintendent Carlton Jenkins said what's most important is unity headed into the school year.
We need all parents, whether you're a legislator or you're a business person or you're educated, to sit down and let's stop all of the inhumane acts of not investing in education.
Now, Madison does have offers out to more than 100 candidates of their 134 openings. The spokesperson told me they're still waiting to hear back on those offers. In the meantime, MMSD does have 275 substitutes available as certified long-term subs.
McKenna, thank you. Today was another step forward for Madison's men's homeless shelter on Bartolon Drive. Madison leaders announced an additional $9 million investment from the county to fund the project there. That project now the largest capital investment in the budget, with today's announcement bringing total funding to $21 million.
We must do better by taking decisive action to create a safe and dignified space that will support men at a time in their lives when they are most vulnerable. The city and county are taking leadership that, frankly, is long overdue.
Now, the new shelter will feature restrooms, shower, kitchen, and laundry facilities and spaces to isolate or quarantine, along with services to help shelter users find stable housing. Construction is set to begin in 2024.
President Biden took the stage in northeastern Pennsylvania today to tout his Safer America plan to reduce gun crime. The plan includes billions of dollars to hire and train police and a ban on assault weapons. Public safety has become a midterm campaign issue, and with elections a little more than 2 months away, the president is back on the road to make the pitch for his party. Democrats believe the Keystone State's open races for Senate and governor, plus several competitive House races, are key to their chances in November. Meanwhile, Republicans are honing in on inflation and the economy.
To this day, the MAGA Republicans in Congress defend the mob that stormed the Capitol on January 6th. You can't be a party of law and order and call the people who attacked the police on January 6th patriots.
This isn't an administration came in and just had some bad luck. Out-of-control deficit spending caused the inflation. A war on fossil fuels caused record gas prices.
Thursday, the president plans to give a major primetime address outside of Philadelphia's Independence Hall, taking aim at what he calls an extreme GOP agenda and the threat to the rule of law. President Biden will also be in Wisconsin next week to speak in Milwaukee on Labor Day.
It has been 1 year to the day since the last American troops left Afghanistan, ending a 20-year war. Chaos marked the end of America's longest war following the Taliban's rapid takeover. It also triggered the collapse of the U.S.-backed government and national army. Tens of thousands of terrified Afghans rushed to Kabul's main airport, begging to be airlifted to safety. an ISIS suicide bombing, and the crowd killed at least 200, including 13 U.S. service members.
Vaccine advisors to the CDC are expected to vote this week on updated COVID-19 boosters. The committee is scheduled to meet Thursday, where they will discuss Pfizer and Moderna's updated bivalent COVID-19 boosters before voting whether to recommend them. The shots are formulated to protect against the original coronavirus strain and the Omicron BA.5 variant, which is currently the dominant strain in the U.S. With the vote, the bivalent boosters could be available by the end of the week. Well, keep the old, but bring in the new. That is the approach UW Athletics took in a major overhaul to Camp Randall's South End Zone.
Fans are just 4 days away from seeing it in person. Tahlil Mohdin joins us with a walkthrough of what those changes include. Tahlil?
Crews started demolition work the week after the regular season ended last fall. Now the South End Zone is ready for fans to enjoy. The 5,000 bleacher seats, those are gone, replaced by 2,500 premium seats and hospitality clubs. Ticket sales have been strong. UW Athletics told us this week only about 60 seats in the South End Zone are left to buy before Saturday night.
It is gorgeous, and how they've incorporated it into the historic field house is incredible. I'm very excited for fans and friends to get a chance to see that space. I think it will enhance the game day experience.
The new South End Zone will not be limited to just Badger games. The athletic department plans to use the space for other programming throughout the year. Now, the new end zone was built after feedback from fans and cost about $75 million to complete.
Tahlil, thank you. And coming up, Gary has our latest forecast.
Plus, we take a look back at the legacy of Mikhail Gorbachev, the last leader of the Soviet Union. And later, a local pharmacy is praising a recently passed bill that lowers the cost of prescription drugs. We'll take a closer look at that tonight at 6.
Stocks slide for a third straight day as rate pressures weigh on the markets. The Dow down 308, the NASDAQ off 134, the S&P lost 44. We'll be right back.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor.
I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work.
We know Gutter Shutter is the best system for you and your home, and we'd love to show you how it can keep you safe and off that ladder forever. So call us or visit us online to set up your free estimate, and we can show you what Gutter Shutter and the Larson Home Experience is all about.
I'm Ken Pearrett, and this is my John Deere. We run about 3,000 acres of crop ground and 100 head of beef cattle. Number one thing that stands out when it comes to Sloan's is service. And we had some issues with the new ExactEmerge planter, and Kyle himself, the store manager, and one of the lead mechanics on the planters, came down on a Sunday afternoon, and they got us going. And that's going above and beyond. And that's why I think Sloan's first.
A new Chevy is the smart way to hit the open road this summer. The smart way to road trip and seek new adventures. Go a little farther this summer in a new Chevy. Find new get up and go, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, get 0% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
My husband said to give our house more curb appeal. So I started painting. Then I went on Google and looked up the meaning of curb appeal. It said to make it more nicer. So I called Replacement Window Center, and they put in new replacement windows.
Get free installation and 0% financing for 18 months. Free installation and 0% financing. Hurry, call now.
Replacement Window Center. Our name says it all.
I can't believe they're so flexible.
Our new phones or US Cellular?
Both. I was already a customer, and I got the latest Galaxy Z Fold 4 free.
Yeah, I just signed up, and I got the exact Galaxy Z Flip 4 I wanted for free.
They're like double phones. It feels like we got twice as much phone for free. Do they know what a steal that is?
I hope they never flip and find out.
New and current customers can choose any new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 or Z Fold 4 free. Only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Badger football is back. News 3 Now explores the new team and the new portion of Camp Randall. Then Wisconsin plans to take from the Students' Loan Forgiveness Relief Fund. We look into what these taxes mean for people at 6.
It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive. Fridays on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Russian state news agencies are reporting the last leader of the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, has died at the age of 91 after a long illness.
Tina Kraus has a look at his legacy.
Mikhail Gorbachev sparked a revolution as he helped bring down the Berlin Wall and dissolve the Soviet Union after almost 70 years as a socialist state. Gorbachev was born in 1931 to a farming family. He joined the Communist Party as a law student and rose through the ranks. In Moscow, Gorbachev also met the love of his life, Raisa. The two married in 1953 and had a daughter. In 1985, Gorbachev became the youngest Secretary General in the Communist Party's history. He instituted government restructuring and transparency, opening the Soviet Union to the world. With that openness, Gorbachev played a key role in ending the Cold War.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
He found common ground with President Ronald Reagan, signing the INF Nuclear Reduction Treaty in 1987. The two became good friends.
Mikhail Gorbachev is a living example of the power of possibility. He is a man whose shining legacy will live forever.
But Gorbachev's openness and reform caused the Communist Party to lose its grip on power. He was elected president of the Soviet Union in 1990, but a year later, hardliners staged a coup, and Gorbachev eventually resigned. The former leader won many awards, including the Nobel Peace Prize and the Liberty Medal. 25 years after the collapse of the Soviet Union, Gorbachev kept fighting for equality. He remained active in Russian politics and world affairs, but it was the walls that Gorbachev tore down and the end of the Soviet era that truly shaped his legacy. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
Time now for a look at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joins us. Gary?
I was almost going to take the day off today. It's just so nice out there. And the weather pattern is such that we're going to see more of this weather for about the next 7 to 10 days. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for slightly warmer weather for tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. High temperatures today were in the 70s. Tomorrow, lower 80s for Thursday, and the middle 80s arrive for Friday. About the only chance of rain I have in the next 10 days will be a shower or thunderstorm chance Friday night as a cold front moves through Wisconsin. And then as we head into the Labor Day weekend, look for mild conditions with partly sunny skies, dry weather, high temperatures, upper 70s Saturday, mid 70s Sunday, and upper 70s for Labor Day Monday. It doesn't get much nicer than that. Look at Doppler track. No rain anywhere across the state of Wisconsin, upper Midwest. The last of the rain moving through Ontario and out across Lake Huron and away from the state. As you take a look at future track from the European model, I mean, really nothing going on out there except for that shower thunderstorm chance on Friday night. And then take a look at the rainfall amounts, maybe a quarter to a half inch, but the precipitation will be spotty. There'll be a couple of places that could pick up close to an inch of rain and other areas that miss out on the rain altogether. In fact, right now I'm thinking about a 1 in 3 chance of any given spot even seeing rain. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday of next week, no rain. Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm chance down across central Illinois. That's about the closest rain that we expect for next week. So this weather pattern continues for a while longer. Temperatures right now, 70s across Wisconsin. A little warmer to the west. We do have some warmer weather. Temperatures in the 90s across the western high plains, mainly 80s across the rest of the area, and that's moving in our direction. Upper level winds right now still from the northwest, but you can see a little bit of a bulge in the jet stream. That's where the heat's trying to build again. But, you know, this time of year, the days are getting a little shorter, so the heat doesn't last as long, and so the bulk of the heat has shifted slightly to the west. Showers and thunderstorms down in Texas along the southeastern and eastern portions of the country, but about 2/3 of the nation and everything out to the west. And since our weather comes in from the west, that's where we look. No rain, hardly any cloud cover at all. Cold front has moved down to the south. Right now, a large sprawling area of high pressure is pretty much cleared out the Midwest, and that keeps our weather very nice with temperatures mainly in the 70s, a few 80s out to the west, and those will be in here for tomorrow. So, in fact, for tonight, look for mostly clear skies. Low temperature 60 in Fitchburg, 59 degrees in Belleville. Not even looking for patchy fog, 59 for the overnight low in Madison. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, get a little warmer close to Lake Michigan, 64 in Milwaukee. Otherwise, upper 50s to lower 60s, 63 La Crosse, 57 degrees in Camp Douglas. For tomorrow, look for skies to be mostly sunny, a little warmer than today, high temperature at 82. And as we check out the 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures mid-80s for Friday. Again, that thunderstorm chance Friday night. But the rest of the 7-day forecast, not a drop of rain in it. Temperatures mid-70s by the middle part of the weekend and low 80s by the end of next week. As we check out first warn traffic right now, even traffic is cooperating. Here's the view of the Beltline at Monona Drive. Traffic moving very steadily in both directions. Flex lanes are open, so traffic taking advantage of that. Not seeing any delays on the Beltline. I-39, 90, 94 on the east side of Madison. Travel times, the normal 15 minutes either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate, 25 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-39, 90, a quick 16 minutes Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue, US 151, about 2 minutes more than normal at 20. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. Uber is taking action to help improve safety for its users. Customers will now be able to connect with a live agent from ADT Security, and that agent will monitor the entire route. Uber says this can help ease potentially uncomfortable situations like a driver running low on gas or a ride through an unfamiliar neighborhood. Lyft has had this security feature for the past few years. Both Uber and Lyft are facing numerous individual assault claims and lawsuits. The suits allege the companies don't do enough to protect riders.
The Department of Transportation says even though more cars are coming with features to help prevent pedestrian crashes, much of that technology does not work well at night. 3/4 of pedestrian crash deaths happen at night. Studies from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety show the safety systems are working just fine in the daylight, but improving the technology could help. The IIHS says it sees a way for automakers to quickly make the needed improvements so that we might begin to see fewer deadly pedestrian crashes.
They believe that they can do this with the existing technology with some small tweaks.
Because the majority of the cars that didn't work at night worked during the day, it's hoped that the tweaks will come soon as many lives can possibly be saved. Coming up next at 5, how future architects are working to create buildings that are a little greener. We'll have details coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Is your home just as hot inside as it is outside? The problem might be your walls have no insulation or ineffective builder's grade insulation letting all that heat in. But when USA Insulation wraps your home in our premium injection foam, we turn your home into a cooler, keeping the heat outside and your cool, comfortable air inside, right where it belongs, and helping you save on rising electric bills. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Hey,
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
A lot of Medicare health plans have benefits that are specific to your county. So why would you call a national 1-800 number when your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better?
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
Need to update your furniture? Menards is your one-stop shop with all of the latest furniture styles at the lowest prices. Plus, a great selection in stock ready to take home today. So go ahead, relax in a recliner, get cozy in a love seat, or simply unwind with a comfy sofa. Need more seats? We've got sectionals too. Get 11% off on your new furniture set now at Menards. Hurry in. These deals won't last long.
Aleve X. Its revolutionary rollerball design delivers fast, powerful, long-lasting pain relief. Aleve it and see what's possible.
Become a certified nursing assistant for free through Operation Fresh Start's Healthcare Academy program. Now enrolling ages 17 to 24. Start your career in healthcare. Visit OperationFreshStart.org to learn more.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Howard University in Washington, D.C. is teaching the nation's future architects how to design for a greener planet.
With new incentives to go green linked to the Inflation Reduction Act, some are taking the opportunity to shrink the carbon footprint of one of the biggest culprits of greenhouse gas emissions, buildings. Professor Nea Malou started the first class to teach strategies on decarbonizing the structures, which contribute to about 40% of carbon emissions thanks to lighting, heating, and cooling. The university is putting these teachings into practice with its construction of a new building for its LEED Gold certified interdisciplinary research building.
Buildings have one of the largest impacts on carbon footprint and on energy consumption. The way that we design these buildings, the way that the buildings serve us, need to also serve our future generations.
Professor Malou has confidence that the students will be ready to build for the future. Stay with us for a final check of your firstborn forecast.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
My husband said to give our house more curb appeal, so I started painting. Then I went on Google and looked up the meaning of curb appeal. It said to make it more nicer. So I called Replacement Window Center, and they put in new replacement windows.
Get free installation and 0% financing for 18 months. Free installation and 0% financing. Hurry, call now.
Replacement Window Center. Our name says it all.
Wisconsinites don't back down from hard work. We got self-starters and never-stoppers. Folks who help feed a nation. Pioneers in innovation. Teachers and third shifters like my parents. You deserve a senator who protects your jobs, not one who sends them overseas. I work to bring manufacturing back home so we can make things in Wisconsin again. When we harness what we have, we can change where we're going. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
This month, shop Surgenian's semi-annual sale. We offer the largest Core-Tex selection in Madison. Carpet featuring Pet Solutions nylon, timeless hardwood, and more. Surgenian's semi-annual sale has savings up to 25% in all departments. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
Attention foodies. With this fusion of prime rib steak, melted provolone, and other magical melty stuff, Arby's is now officially a fusion restaurant. Chef Smooch, Arby's, we have the meat.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. The latest on the severe weather, plus more than 150,000 are without water as the governor of Mississippi declares a state of emergency and calls in the National Guard after historic rainfall. Plus, could guns be banned in Times Square? The new details as the New York City Council votes to make areas in America's largest city a sensitive space. And a look back at an historic night for Serena Williams. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And Gary's back with a final look at the forecast.
All right, look, just look outside.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it tells you. There's the live view from the WISC Skycam. Not a cloud in the sky out to the west. There's the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam. Not a cloud out there either. Current temperatures are in the mid-70s for the most part. A few places around 80, including Milwaukee and Lone Rock, but 76 in Madison, and across Dane County, 77 Verona, and Mount Horeb, 77 in Deerfield. I mean, that's about as nice as it gets. For tonight, or for this evening, look for temperatures to drop into the middle 60s by late evening, and then temperatures staying in the 80s for a couple days. A thunderstorm chance Friday night, and then dry weather through the weekend.
All right, we'll be back in a half hour with News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.